The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well, hello everybody. What's the word, Thunderbirds? I was busy sharing the show. Hello, Amy. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Mary. Okay, y'all better hurry up and share the show. Well, the lowdown. We love you. Okay. We are looking like we're like 5 days away, but let me get in the heartbeat of the South. Y'all know he got a lot to say about the politics. All right. Hey, son, what's up?
Hey, Ma, how's it going? Hello, everybody.
All righty. Yeah. Uh, 5 days away. I did
Yeah,
my voting yesterday. I did my civic duty. I was going to put,
outstanding.
hey, Paul, welcome back, Paul from Canada.
What's up, Paul?
Hello, Paul. We've been missing you. All right. Yeah, I did my civic duty. and I did my vote.
All right. Outstanding.
Yeah, sometimes going to the poll is like a job.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I kept putting it off, putting it off. And
Yeah. It can
I had
seem
to
like
put it
it's
off when I was on them 10 days antibiotics.
right.
I
Right.
had to put it off because I just didn't feel like it. And I'm still
Yeah.
bringing up uh, a phlegm, so I had a pretty bad congestion going on. But,
Yeah.
them to put me on 10 days because normally they might tell you 5, 7, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had 2 weeks. But anyway,
Okay.
I am feeling better. You
Good.
Thunderbirds out there, what's the word?
All
We
right,
got
y'all.
5 days away, y'all. We at the countdown now. I don't know where Jen is. I didn't get any message from her
Okay.
today. I don't think. Let me just check my email because I did check it kind of earlier in the day, but she may have sent me something since.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Amy. Hey, Paul. What's going on? What's up, Sandra?
No, I don't have a message from her, so I'm hoping everything is okay. Well, we know Sybil doesn't do politics, but we got her off uh, on the Greyhound this morning. I had to pick her up. Took her
Okay.
to the Greyhound bus station, so she's on her way to her sweet home, Alabama.
All right.
Alabama's not my sweet home, so it's her sweet home, Alabama. All right.
All right. That's
Yeah.
a good deal
So
right there.
yeah. So let's get a little down, low tempo band here, so we can get started. And then politics. What's going on, brother man? Jenny has said that she did not think that we was gonna have an election on November the 6th. So it looked like I'm gonna win that bet. I told her that it was gonna happen because people had much money invested, in it.
Yes.
And I told her that's the reason why it's gonna happen, regardless as to what else was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Folks wasn't gonna lose their money. All right.
No, most definitely. Yeah, we got a lot
Y'all know Pearl's politics give it to y'all plain. We don't make excuses for them.
Right. Yeah.
So what you talking about tonight?
Wow. What wasn't happening? There's so much that's going on the politics side. I saw that they offered Leo's top advisor granted immunity for testifying in the Mar-a-Lago paper case. His name is Kash Patel.
And what is he supposed to do?
They're granting him immunity. To testify. Yeah, they're granting him immunity to testify.
He was broke like me and needed some money, huh?
yeah. According to the Justice Department, they interested in the claims that the documents were declassified.
Well, everybody already know what they are. And they're not really they declassified. They nothing but space documents about the space station, UFOs, and aliens. And the public already knows about that. And Leo had already declassified that the first year he was in office, because he was the one that created SpaceX station. You cannot create a new SpaceX program without declassifying some of those old space documents, because you have to bring stuff up to date, right?
Yeah.
And in order for you to bring it up to date, it's got to be looked at by NASA, by engineers, by mechanics, by pilots, by astronauts, to know what new is needed and what best equipment for this 2022 and not 1958, 1967, 1968. I mean, spaceships have changed a lot since then, tremendously.
Yeah,
So you
because
had to declassify the documents in order to create the new SpaceX program. I mean, it doesn't take
yeah,
a, a scientist to
I,
figure that out.
I think what they're trying to say, I think they want him to testify that they were classified. And the other part to that, they wanted to know what was the response amongst the aides and the lawyers when they asked for the request to be returned, the documents to be returned.
Well, the whole
Um,
thing was video while they were there. He got cameras all through his house.
yeah,
So, I
yeah.
mean, they don't have to ask nobody.
Well,
Whoever this guy is, I mean, that's what I would have told him. Can't you tell what they said by looking at the cameras?
yeah, I'm looking at the last minute ditch that they're trying to do, and I'm looking at the timing of it. They're getting very desperate. That speaks desperation to me. Oh, any
Yeah,
little thing.
yeah.
But
I'm gonna tell you what Democrats messed up. Biden messed the Democrats up.
Yeah.
And our name for him on the Pearl show
Leo.
is
Oh, you mean Scorpio?
Scorpio.
Right.
Scorpio. And he messed this stuff up by running up costs of living,
Yes.
running up gas prices. Folk don't care nothing about no mile Lego.
No.
Folk want to know how they're going to put food on the table. Biden ain't giving no checks to help us put food on the table.
Right.
Folks want to know how they're going to get to work, how they're going to get to work, get to the doctor's offices, and even get to the grocery stores to buy some high-priced food. Biden ain't giving us no money to buy no gas with. So that's where they messed up with him. And by him being the problem, the Democratic senators that's running for office this midterm are in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot because people are mad at them.
Very bad.
Because if they couldn't get a hold on him to convince him to do something, issue some stimulus checks to people, they control the Senate. They control the House. So all those Democratic senators had to do was, hey, look, man, because that's what he always hollering. Look, man, look, man. That's his line. Look, man.
Yeah.
I was like, so look, man. That's all they had to say. Look, man, people need some stimulus checks, okay? Instead of you spending all this money, on some solar stuff.
Yeah.
And financing electrical plants and windmills. Put some money in the people's pocket. Then people would have loved the Democrats in Parliament. Why they would have voted for them. Too late now.
And then if you really get down to it, all of that money that he was giving to.
Did you freeze?
No, did I freeze?
I think we all froze. You froze. Okay, yeah, you froze. Let me. They're gonna connect it. Yeah, let's say one of the streams. So I'm gonna mute that for just a minute.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take that music out. They might have been using some of the internet. Let's get some feedback from the audience. Sandra, Amy, Mary, Paul, what do you all think about what I just said? Did the Democratic senators and House of Representatives, congressmen and women,
hey, Ernestine,
had an opportunity to, hey, Ernestine, then they have an opportunity to try to convince Biden to give us some stimulus checks to help us to be able to buy some food to meet these high prices and to buy some gas? Didn't they have that power? So, I said that if maybe they had done that, people would love the Democrats about, early voting time, and in 5 days' time, might would have voted for them. But right now, everybody's pretty upset. Does anybody out there agree with me? I know Tim does.
The other side to that coin is, people are looking at it as we care, but we really don't care about Ukraine. As much money that was sent over there.
Yeah,
that should have been money that was spent here. Yeah, that's money that should have been.
It's a scam. You believe what is a scam, Paul? Mary said, do I get all the extra stamps? I don't get no stamps.
Me neither. Me neither.
And I'm gonna tell you something, as far as I know, Mary, the state of Tennessee has not given the food stamp recipients any extra stamps. Now, see, your state, Michigan, is a Democratic state, right? So the Democrats are taking care of their own states, but they are not taking care of Republican states.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where I draw the line. Because when you are voted in to represent a district, you're supposed to care about the Democrats in your district. You're supposed to care about the Republicans in your district. You're supposed to care about the independents in your district. And you even supposed to care about the people that's not even old enough to vote. And you're supposed to care about people that don't even vote. You're supposed to care for all the people. And Mary says, so true. No, Ernestine says, so true. 100% she agrees. And Paul says that he was talking about the scam was about giving seniors more money. Now, they didn't give nobody no more money, because I'm going to tell you right now, all I got was $18 cost of living raise. And I got that last week, $18 cost of living raise. $18. That's all I got. Okay. So he lied about that. No, he did not give out no $1,000, no money. A raise to no Social Security. No, he did not. And so Mary says, okay, Michigan gives $281 for one person plus 95. See what I'm saying?
That's a good deal.
But you got a Democratic governor of your state. You see what I'm saying? So they're looking out for their own state. And that's good. I mean, I give him high five for that, because he's not responsible for the Republican states. Right. But you still have some Democrat governors too now that have not done anything for their state. That's at the state level. So, but I'm talking higher than that, Mary, understand, audience. I'm talking higher than that. I'm talking about Congress. I'm talking about the Senate. Okay, because that's what we're voting on midterms. We're voting on midterm, we're voting on Senate and House of Representatives, Congress people. Okay, we're not voting on president. We're voting on governors. We're voting on governors. We're voting on senators. And we're voting on congressmen and women. Mm-hmm. And then your other state amendments to the state constitutions, and are doing, things like that. That's all.
Yeah, I can see the Republicans sweeping.
Mary says that in Michigan, a family of 3 gets $740. That is a blessing.
Yeah, that is a blessing.
And Paul says the left only care about themselves. They have long proved that, and to show any niceness now is a scale. You're right. But they haven't showed any niceness.
No, they haven't.
Paul, I'm still suffering.
Me too.
I'm not talking about the governors, because they can only do things at state level. Okay.
Right.
But what I'm talking about is the Democratic senators and the Democratic congressmen should have convinced their leader, their president, chief of staff, to help people out. Yeah. But they haven't done that, and they haven't tried to do that.
Yeah, and American people are not going to forget that. We're going to remember that.
I don't believe the election is going to happen. It's happening, Paul, in 5 days.
It's happening.
I already voted yesterday. I already did my early voting yesterday. And my county of Shelby County finally got some new up-to-date machines. And I think that a lot of states invested in new technology. And what I notice a difference is that now when you do your selection, you get a chance to print out. It shows you on the computer what your summary of your selection, and you get to print out that ballot rather than just pushing a button and
Right.
letting the machine count it.
Right.
You print out the ballot, and then you take it to the machine, the ballot machine that actually will count that ballot. You have to go to a different machine and insert it in.
Yeah.
Also, what else is different is that they are now also offering you the choice of whether you want to do a write-in ballot, with your hand, fill out a ballot,
Yeah.
or use a
Or digital.
computerized machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are two
Yeah.
good things.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And Paul says,
Yeah.
but are you surprised?
I'm not.
Surprised about what?
That the election that is happening, the midterm election.
Oh no, I told Jen. Jen lost the bet. I don't know where Jen is tonight. I didn't get a
Yeah.
message from her. But
Yeah.
Jen losing the bet because she said
It wasn't gonna happen.
she bet me that it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. That's what she
Or
said.
that it was going to be delayed. I told her it is definitely going to happen, Jen, because of all the billions and billions of dollars that's invested.
Yes.
People those politicians not going to lose their money. Yeah, if they're not going to lose their money. They had their money invested. They're not going to lose their money. So that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: you eventually you got to give the people what they want, and
got to give the people.
Yeah.
Give people what they want. Who was that? Temptations? OJ's? Who?
I can't remember. I was talking about here. OJ.
Mary. Who was that? Got to give the people. Give people what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul says, if it happens on the up and up, no fixed election, we know who will win. Well, we're not voting for president, Paul.
Talking about Congress.
So yeah, I'm telling you now, midterm elections is not voting for a president, okay, in the United States. We do not vote for president until 2023.
Right.
When they have the midterm election for the presidential election. And then they'll have that in 2023. And then in 2024, they have primary. I'm sorry. The primary election. You have two kinds. Let me get my water. You have two kinds of election for president. Primary and general.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We people, we they got to give us what we want.
So we won't be voting for the president until next year.
Right.
And probably, I think it's November of next year for the primary.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in 2024 November, that'll be the general election. That will be the final one that will determine who wins the position for the presidency. Okay. What the primary does is it lets 3 or 4 different candidates on, maybe sometime might be 7 or 8. It just depends.
Yeah, it's about 7
on each side, Democrat and Republican and Independent. And Independent. And so then we have what we call the primary, where people narrow it down. And then out of the primary election comes the one candidate on the Democrat side that got the most votes, and then the one candidate on the Republican side that got the most votes.
Yeah.
And then in 2024 November is when we have the general election, where you either vote Democrat or you vote Republican for who you want for president. Okay.
Right.
Then the inauguration takes place on January the 20th, 2025.
The big show.
The big show. Because Biden just got elected 2020. He has to
Yeah.
serve 4 years. He has to serve 4 years, which is 20, 21, 22,
Woo.
23.
It's rough.
23. Wait a minute. Wait. A minute. Hold on. I might be counting wrong.
I think you are. I think you gave
Okay.
him a year
He
extra.
got, okay, yeah. I did give him a year extra. So we should be doing, oh, okay, yeah. In 2023. That's right.
Right.
We'll have the primaries. I think like, wait a minute. Let me ask. I'm gonna have to research that one, y'all. It's been so long. Look, 4 years ago, I had it down pat. I had this stuff in my memory.
Yeah.
But we done had so much to worry about.
A whole lot.
Okay,
I'm
Paul
with you.
says he meant Tim. He says, no, I meant, are you really surprised they didn't give you Mary Rose George Bonjour? Yes, I realize that, but we still know who are going to win, not the left. Okay, and Terry, how you, Terry? Terry says, save yourself, vote red. All right, Terry. I mean, I'm looking for the red wave. You know,
Yeah.
it is going to happen. It's going to happen because it's got to happen because people are putting too much money in it.
Yeah.
You know, and the Dems are so desperate right now that they even trying to bag Republican presidents. I mean, not president, Republican candidates to help pull down the main Republican front runners. You see what I'm saying? Try to pull down some of their count. Yeah.
Right.
So, hey, go ahead, Tim. And then we're going to take a break and come right back. Because I'm going to look up that when is the primary for the president, okay? So we all
okay. I was just going to comment on the one what you had said that, you know, we're trying to see food on the table, gas to get around in, you know, the high inflation. It's just nothing. It's nothing they have done for the people. And like you say, we have been so many distractions have occurred. I mean, to put it mildly, this is worse than the pandemic. If you really think about it.
I know, right?
Yeah, because I mean, we did have Leo. He was in the trenches with us. This guy here, man, I tell you. But that's all I got on that go round right now.
All right, well, look, we're gonna take a break, and
okay.
You know, I had to report to Facebook earlier this week that my shows, my button was missing, where my shows could go to, you know, watch party.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been on for a long time. And so I sent it to them. I sent them a message this time. Look, I've been without this button, you know, on my newsfeed, and I need it. So I'm giving them a couple of days to respond to me, see if they put my watch button back, because a lot of people that watch our shows, that were watching our shows, they do it. They would go to the watch party to watch because it was so much easier. But anywho, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, I'll have that information about the correct years on when the presidential primary is. Okay.
All right.
We'll be right back, y'all. Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4675. 4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show. All right, y'all, we are back. Okay, so it looks like I was right, because this says that the open primary presidential congressional election is, hold on.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be at the beginning of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Which will make it. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me back to Google. They got it so convoluted where they won't just answer.
Yeah.
When is the next presidential election? I'm putting it in that way. Because when I put in the other question,
I want to give you the answer.
It didn't work. Hold on, where is Google?
Yeah, Leo been shooting a couple of shots at Mitch McConnell.
Oh, he got mad at him again, huh?
Yeah, he hot.
When is presidential election? Okay, let me do it that way. See what I get.
Okay.
Okay, it says Tuesday, November the 5th, y'all. 2024.
Oh.
I was right.
Oh man, that seems like forever.
It's a lot, it's forever, so I was right. So the primary will be in November 2023, and the presidential election for the 2024 United States presidential election is Tuesday, November the 5th.
November the 5th, yeah.
2024.
Right.
And then the inauguration always falls on January the 20th
16th
of the following year.
January 6th, right.
January 20th.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Of 2025. Yeah.
Wow. What we gonna do, y'all? What we gonna do?
Well, we gotta wait. Gotta wait, Paul. In Canada. Okay. Mary, you understand? That a long time for y'all to wait, or what? Let me talk to me.
I know that ain't what y'all wanted to hear, because I didn't want to hear that one.
Talk to me.
Yeah. Oh man, we got some fighting to do.
Well, hey.
Yeah, we in for some fights. I tell you.
Well,
this too shall pass.
Oh, it'll pass. It's just a long way.
I just hope it go fast.
Well, one thing about it, coming 5 days, we will know who will control the Senate
Right.
for 2025.
Right.
No. I'm sorry.
2024.
No. Whoever wins this on the senators and the congressmen, they start in January of next year. Their term
Okay.
starts January next year.
Okay.
Hmm.
That ain't that. That ain't that bad.
And they might actually even be sworn in December so they can start work on January 3rd.
Yeah,
So
we need them in there. Get them
yeah,
in. Get them in.
so yeah, the control, the control comes from, this is what we're voting on now, to find out who will control the Senate
In the house.
and the House of Representatives. So we're
Yeah.
voting for congressmen, for
Senators.
districts, and senators
Yeah.
for districts. Okay,
Right.
and that is nationwide. Okay. Now, the bad news is when the Republicans do win control of the Senate,
Right.
Scorpio Assembly is going to veto every bill that they submit.
Yeah, I figured that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I figured that.
He has that power. So he's simply going to just veto.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
it's different for the House because there are certain things that the House of Representatives, which are congressmen, can get done
Right. Without.
with that he cannot veto.
Right.
They have a different type of power, legislative power, than the Senate. Okay.
Well, one thing for certain and two things for sure. Scorpion would not be doing another four. And you can take that to the bank. You can take that to the bank. Quote me on that.
It won't be him, huh?
Won't be him.
I heard that. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing of it is that, it is going to be a long, painful strain
It
on
is.
us as we, the people.
Yeah.
We're suffering now, and it's hurting real bad.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard.
hurting real, and and not just for this, to put it nice as I can say it. This is really the first time that people above middle class is feeling some pain in their wallet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
They
see,
getting it too.
they have their investments in their stocks.
Mhm.
Stock market is down. They got
Yeah.
investment in their 401k.
Dropping.
That they losing 20% of their KL1 401k every month for the past year.
Yeah.
So well, ever since at least March of this year. So that means that if a person has $100,000 in an account, 401k account,
Mm.
for ever since March, they have lost $2,000 every month. 20%. That's what they've
Yeah.
been losing. So this is really, like they say, since 1959 or 68 or something, they said that the economy has been this bad. And this is the truth. And what they're basing that on is because not the poor people like us, Tim,
Rich people. Yeah, I know.
but the people that actually have the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The elite.
Because if you remember when the stock market crashed in December, Black Tuesday, 1929, that was the year your grandmother was born.
Yeah, they were jumping out of windows then, wasn't
Folk were killing themselves. Well, it's about
Yeah.
to get to that point now.
Yeah.
It's about to get to that point now because the stock market is not rising every day. It's dropping. So this is what they are measuring how bad it is by, not by the middle class, not by the poor, because like I said, ever since 2000 and ever since 2000, really, there ain't been no more middle. There's no middle class. You have ever since 2000, you have either been
The
rich
haves and the
or
have-nots.
you have been poor.
Yeah, haves
Yeah,
of the have-nots. Yeah,
yeah. So, but now the haves is ain't having that the has is fading. So
yeah,
these are the metrics that they're
right,
using to say that this economy is inflation is terrible, is
right,
disaster,
right.
and they're saying that it's going to continue for the next year and a half, simply because what Scorpio's still gonna be in there.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
uh-huh. Because
Mm,
anything that the Senate sent to him to try to fix the economy, or maybe even to give some stimulus checks out, to help
he's gonna vote
people,
against it.
he gonna veto it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Just because he don't like politicians. I mean Republicans. So you know what they done pulled out? They done pulled out the big gun. The big gun been on the stump for
Who's
the
that?
demos. Obama.
Oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they got him going.
yeah,
They got him going about 7, 8 places a day.
yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate, but uh, his time has passed. That's just my personal opinion. His time has passed, and if you really get right down to it, I don't think he did a lot when he was in office. I think
No,
I just believe that
he
he
didn't
was
do
the
anything
person.
for me.
No, he
I can
didn't do
only speak for
anything.
myself. He
Right?
didn't do
Yeah.
anything. I mean, yes, I was proud that uh, the first man of color, and I'm going to
Yeah.
say it, man of color, because
Right.
he is a mix of Irish and Pacific American. I mean Pacific Asian, Asianer, because his mom was Hawaiian,
Yeah.
and his father was Irish.
Right.
So, but he ended up being a person of color. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and they want to say, he's a black man, but he really is not.
Right.
But he's claiming it. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
yes, I was proud to see first time a person of color became
Yeah.
president.
Uh,
But for the 4 years that he was in it, 8 years, wasn't
8 years.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, my
No,
life did not improve. Now
mine
I
did
just
not
gotta.
either.
I mean, I just have to tell my own story.
Right. Me too.
My for me, the best living I had since 2000, the year 2000, was the four
Yeah.
years that Leo was
Leo.
in office. I'm
Yeah.
just sorry, y'all. I'm just sorry.
It is what it is. I
I just
mean,
have to call it like I'm talking about my testimony, okay?
right.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know how
Yeah.
it was for you. I can't say how it was for you. And I
Right.
don't
Right.
speak for black people.
Right.
I just say how it was for me.
Yeah. But and here's the thing about it. It really doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. People want somebody that's going to be in the trenches with them,
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
understand what a household is going to,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
supports the unions, trying to increase the unions, you know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and that's really what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through some of the scariest times we ever, but we didn't have an experience it until it happened. However, he was there. You know what I mean? He was there. He wasn't talking
Yeah,
about no.
when one didn't have all this foreign trouble
Nah,
either.
we didn't. But you know why we
Did
didn't
you
have
know that
that?
yesterday? Hold that thought. Did you
Okay.
know that yesterday North Korea
Yep.
shot 15 or 21 missiles over South Korea?
I saw it.
South Korea is a member of NATO.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Then I think they said NATO responded back with 3 huge size
Yeah.
missiles back on North Korea. Okay, so now you got that tango going on, and
Yeah.
then you got that nut Putin over there tangoing. He's increasing missiles. If that's not enough, you got president chief in China acting a fool,
Yeah,
talking about he finna do the same thing to Taiwan as
yeah,
Russia did to Ukraine.
yeah.
Now, how we supposed to? How are you protecting me when you done got us involved in all of this kind of mess?
yeah. It's by Scorpio being in there. This is the time. If
They
you
knew
want
what
to,
time it was. They knew what time to start acting a
yeah,
fool, didn't they?
yeah, yeah. If it ever was a time to try America, now's the time. And they all are running amok of the palace. Uh,
It,
yeah,
it's a low it's a low down dirty shame.
yeah, yeah. You
It's not
know,
funny.
and you have
It's
to
not
pinpoint
funny,
it.
but I mean, what can you do about it? Ain't no point in
No,
crying about it because I'm not gonna cry about something I can't control.
no, no. I mean,
So
and
instead, I'm gonna laugh about it.
you have
I'm
to.
not gonna stress myself out. I'm not gonna worry myself about what kind of trouble these unresponsible, unintelligent
Right.
communicators. I don't know who the foreign communicators are, but whoever they are, they done got us in a whole big old world of war.
Yeah, yeah. And it's gonna get
And
worse. That's the sad part about it.
it ain't getting no better, you
No, it's
know.
not.
So
No.
hey,
And
all I can say is I wish I had some money to build me a bomb shelter. But
yeah,
that's all I can say. But since I don't have no money, I'm
yeah,
just gonna have to stay prayed up, make sure that my
yeah.
soul is covered
Right,
if I get done in a blast. That's all I can
right.
do.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
all
worry
it is.
about can't worry about hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, you can't. You can't. But you have to pinpoint that to the commander in chief, and
Uh-huh.
that's where the buck stops.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not one to make excuses for any
And
of.
these are the things that people are gonna be voting on.
Absolutely, absolutely, without a doubt.
People ain't worried about no tree.
Nah,
People ain't worried about no windmill. And
they
the
don't
show
care about
ain't worried
me.
about no electric car because they can't even afford it. And
Yeah,
if you could afford it now, you can't find parts for it, and you can't keep it charged up. So what's the point of buying one? The good electric grid and the
and they
United States
advertise
can't
them.
take it. Yeah, they advertise them like a mother.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
I've been
not for
seeing that.
us. We
No,
don't even pay them no attention because
no,
that type of stuff is not important
not at all.
to us who are suffering.
Not at
And if
all.
it's
And
any of y'all out there watching this show, watching me with my testimony, I gotta talk about my own testimony. And you're thinking opposite of me. All I can say was you're entitled to, but you must also realize that I'm entitled to my testimony, and I'm entitled to tell you how I feel
yeah,
because we can agree to disagree. That's what we do
absolutely.
on
Yeah,
this show.
without a doubt.
Yeah. So did we miss anything else that's going on in politics today?
um,
Everybody talking about the polls and the voting and that every kind of other things are kind of like getting squeezed out, you
yeah,
know. And
it's so much.
for those Midwest states, Oklahoma, Arizona,
Yeah,
Colorado, Texas, that's having problem with these immigrants.
yeah,
Those people down there, they looking at economy and immigrants
yes.
that's coming all across the border, crossing all in their ranches, breaking in
They
their
don't like
houses,
that
stealing
one bit.
stuff.
They can't
You know,
stand it.
that's what they gonna be voting on.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
Okay,
remember.
so
Absolutely, absolutely. You
you
know,
know,
it's
we don't really have that immigration problem right here now. Well, I mean in Tennessee, but our Highway 78 leads
yeah,
straight down to Mexico. So
right down to Mexico.
you know, but let
Hmm.
me tell you what's happening. People are hurting so bad financially that the border patrols are arresting American citizens who live in those states who are smuggling the immigrants across the border to make the money because the cartel are offering people $36,000 for a carpool, 40,000, 50,000. People need money. So you got American citizens that's getting arrested because they are now loading people up in the trunk and in the back of their seats and driving them
Yeah.
across the border. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Desperation. Yeah. Desperate measures. Desperate times, desperate measures.
yeah. So, hey, it's just a big mess.
Right.
And so those states right there that's dealing with all this immigration mess,
They ain't gonna forget it.
they voting on that. They definitely
Yeah.
voting red because they know that their problem was getting fixed. It is
Yeah.
slacked up.
Oh yeah.
It almost completely come to a halt,
It did. It came
you
to a
know.
halt.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it did. And so they'll be voting on that. So blue ain't got a chance in those states.
No.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah. They have enough time to
California.
try. Yeah.
Californians are crazy, but let me tell you this. A lot of celebrities are leaving Hollywood
The hills. Yeah.
because Hollywood is becoming streets for the homeless.
Yeah. It took over. Yeah. Skid Row. Yeah.
Okay. What's his name? I tell you about the actor that moved up here in Tennessee. Dwayne Johnson must be that moved up in Tennessee somewhere. He is. He said he was moving. I think he did. I think he moved to Tennessee and that's why he's doing his movies here in Memphis.
Okay.
But a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
them are leaving. Somebody else I heard recently saw some other new a couple of other movie stars. They're moving to Tennessee. They like Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine coming from your house in the hills and when you get down at the bottom is Skid Row? You know what I mean? You know what that does to a property value? Yeah.
Yeah, they leaving.
Yeah, I don't blame them. But by the same token, they haven't done anything to fix the homeless situation. So, what do they expect?
That's California.
Yeah, California. Yeah.
Democratic government.
Yeah.
But out of California now, the posters and the politic angles, they're not too much watching California, but I am. Because I want to see if the Californians which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Are they really that tired of it? They're just gonna accept the same old. Now, the four states that the political analysts are watching are Pennsylvania, New York, Nevada, and Arizona. Because those are four tight races for the Senate.
Yeah.
They're watching those because Democratic state prime New York, and they're also watching Illinois too. Chicago rapid crime. New York is the numbers gone past Chicago now. Pennsylvania catching up with New York crime.
Yeah.
And then what they're doing is they no cash bail. They just letting them out the next day.
Yeah.
And recently on the news this morning, man, a estranged husband killed his wife of 3 children. The police, they showed on the news the video that she showed and that she had posted on Facebook on him beating her on the floor like he was beating a boxer in a ring on her floor in her home for 8 minutes. She got a restraining order against him, and like 24 to 48 hours after he was served the restraining order, he killed her.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
No cash bail, just let him out.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that those restraining orders are not worth the paper that it's printed on.
I
because
know.
they can't do anything until they violate that, and usually by that point somebody is dead. So yeah, it's a lot that need to change. But prayers out to that family.
Well, we lost our audience. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know what we
that's
said.
okay.
I probably said something somebody didn't like. They gone away. That's okay, y'all.
Hey, this is what comes with politics.
We gonna tell it like it is, okay?
Yeah. We can't
Nobody pays
sugarcoat it.
me. Nobody pays me to
Yeah,
say nothing for
we can't
them or
we
in
can't
favor of
sugarcoat it.
them.
Yeah,
So that's the reason why I can say my own free thought. Okay.
yeah. We
All
have to
right,
deal
Tim,
with real topics.
take it out.
Hey, great show. Can't wait to do it again. And
Well, we
those that
will
missed,
tomorrow night.
yeah, right. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, but we won't be doing politics until next Thursday. But you all join us tomorrow. Surely it's going to be a good show. You know,
Yeah, and when we come back next Thursday, we'll know the results, won't we?
yeah, absolutely. So tune in all the way around because it's going to be a blast. With that being said, I wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
I agree. All right, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Paul, Ernestine, Mary, Amy,
Yes,
Terry.
yes.
Thank you guys. Y'all are faithful fans.
Thank
We look
you.
to see y'all again as well tomorrow night if you have time.
Yes.
Always remember, free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. You're the free to think what you want to think, okay? And free speech is on the Constitution, whether they want you to use it or not, all right? We love y'all.
Oh, yeah.
It's our time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.